Right now, buy one, get one free. Select vitamins and supplements. Walgreens, everyone's place for healthy and safe. Valid through 10/31. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See walgreens.com for details.
Rise and shine.
All right.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Do you have pain in your heels, ankles, or arches? It's time to learn how to kick that pain aside with a free foot pain assessment at Pearson Physical Therapy. Available through the month of September. Call to get your 30-minute assessment date today. 872-5800. That's 872-5800 for Pearson Physical Therapy. Offering free foot pain assessments through September. Visit them online as well at pearsonpt.com.
Well, you folks who have been trying to watch the show, you can do that now if you really want to. Jeremy's got it going here this morning, little code that come up missing that he found right away, naturally. But thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate that, and appreciate you folks either watching, listening, or, again, we want to remind you that the audio stream is always available online if you're without reach with your radio. If you're listening from further away than our radio signal goes, and you can't get the picture, you can always go to kbbn.com or kcni1280.com and listen. Comes right to your computer or your device, and you can download the free app, and all you got to do is click on it. 33 degrees, mostly clear, winds calm, barometric pressure still falling at 30.07, humidity at 72%. Our high yesterday, 65, with an overnight low, as we mentioned, 31. Sunset today at 7:24, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:34, and we have recorded 7,300 precipitation in this month of September, which is almost over. So we're only at about an inch for the last 2 months. That will tell you that we'll want to be very careful with any burning activities out there at all. Don't want to go there if you don't have to. And if you do, check with your fire chief in your community, please. Darn gnats again. Or could you get one over there?
No, I haven't seen a gnat around where I'm sitting.
Still hanging around over on this.
Of course, I do have a fresh shirt on.
Well, mine's fresh. It's only this is the second day. Well, they're gone now.
And my socks are fresh today, too.
Mine are not. They're fresh. They're second day, but the Magic socks I have, got them here in town, by the way. You don't have to change only every 7 days.
I see.
We got a lot of texting coming in right now. All 12 Democrats are a little upset. You have some things there that you wanted to highlight. Did the girls get you some live read information?
Well, we have a few here that we can embark on this morning. If you're looking for a great start to your day, how about Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold? They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., also open on Saturday from 9 to 3. Make sure you swing in and check out their gift selection. They have new merchandise arriving all of the time, such as fall decor. The sports season, as we know, has begun. Bobcat fans, check out the team apparel Brubaker's has in for all ages, infant, kids, and adult fans alike. Check out T-shirts, varsity jackets, bibs, hoodies, and more at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. Always a great spot for your small gathering and a great cup of coffee, latte, cappuccino, or smoothie. And don't forget their delicious baked goods. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts, located in Arnold.
Thank you very much, Brent. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more information.
Aero Aviation is happy to have served the area since 1971, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Their aircraft is equipped with the latest in GPS guidance and flow control technology, and they're always searching for the next big thing in aviation. Contact Casey and Melissa Williams at 872-5113 and talk to them about your fall pasture spraying. That's Aero Aviation, proud to serve Custer County and surrounding areas.
Hi, this is Terry from Off Broadway in Broken Bow. Nothing kicks off your day like a fresh cup of brewed coffee. We want to help you start your day off right. So every Wednesday morning from 7:30 to 9:30 at the City Cafe in Broken Bow, we're going to pay for your coffee. Coffee to start the day is great, but free coffee can't be beat. Free coffee every Wednesday at the City Cafe in Broken Bow from 7:30 to 9:30. Also, don't forget, the fall move-in special saves you $1,000 for a limited time. Call us at 872-2522 and we'll tell you why Off-Broadway is perfect for you.
Send Request Split. Bruning Bank is proud to now offer Zelle as a solution to send funds electronically. Perfect for splitting rent or the dinner bill. Access Zelle through Bruning Bank's free app or online banking platform. Getting started is quick and easy. Zelle has replaced pot money. Visit bruningbank.com to learn more about switching or signing up for Zelle. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Brent and Dave with you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll be hearing from Mark Stock in just a little bit. Oh, jeez. That's just bothering me over here.
I know. Stop it, because now I'm starting to itch.
I know, and they make your head itch. Okay. I'm just thinking.
I was going to say, you look like you're contemplating.
I'm contemplating. I'm thinking. Oh, you just heard the hockey story. Did you just hear that story? I guess you might have been in the other room. They were able to have all of the hockey games, the tournament. It's now concluded.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And had no positive tests of COVID.
Nope, I don't think so. Nope.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. It was the NHL. Did a great job of handling the situation. Yep, Stanley Cup was decided last night. Tampa Bay won 2-0, I think.
Yep, that's what it says here. They were about as happy about their record for COVID as they were having the tournament, which
I would think
understandable.
so.
Yeah. Well, last time that Tampa won was clear back in 2003 and 2004, so they were probably quite happy as well. Okay, a little music from Boss Skaggs work for you?
Well, sure, yeah.
All right, here we go. Thank you very much. Let's talk a little bit about protecting our environment. Not my shirt. Not my shirt.
All right.
My shirt is right now saving butterflies, bees, birds, and bugs.
Yes, we see that because there's bugs floating around you now.
They love me. They really do. But let's talk about ways we can dispose of things properly.
Okay.
I know a lot of times we are tempted as human beings to go, you know what, I think I'll go ahead and bury that. It won't hurt anything. Nobody will see it. Well, that gets into the earth, that can get into the water, and that can do some harmful things. There's the right way and the wrong way to dispose of things, and we have a chance to do it correctly.
That's right. Maybe you have some of those things that have piled up in the garage, and you're like, I need to take care of this, but I need to do it the right way. Well, here we go. The Household Hazardous Waste Collection is coming to Broken Bow this weekend on Saturday, October 3rd. It'll be out at the Custer Transfer Station, 8 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. Computers, now this is at Broken Bow only, okay? Maybe you have an old computer tower or something, and you're like, what do I do with this? Well, they will accept computers at the Broken Bow location only, Custer Transfer Station, from 8 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. on Saturday. Now, they will also be going to Callaway, the municipal dump there, from 11 a.m. until noon, and also at the street shop in Arnold from 2 until 3. So that's when the Household Hazardous Waste Collection will be taking place for Custer County, coming up on Saturday, October the 3rd. We'll run through just some of the items that are accepted. That would include yard and garden chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, flammables, paints and thinners, auto products, used oil, antifreeze, household products and cleaning chemicals, mercury and batteries, auto, lead, acid, and/or rechargeable, titanium, cadmium, and nickel halide, and fluorescent light bulbs. Those are some of the things that they'll be accepting during the Household Hazardous Waste Collection in Broken Bow at the Custer Transfer Station, 8 a.m. until 9:30 a.m., at the Municipal Dump in Callaway from 11 until noon, and at the Street Shop in Arnold Saturday afternoon from 2 until 3.
Thank you, Brent. Looks like to me Mark Stock is on the line, ready to go. So we're not going to make Mark wait at all because we know he's busy with Big Iron Auction Company. So we're just going to say, good morning, Mark. How you doing?
Hey, I am doing really good. How are you guys doing?
Well, never as good as you, but we're doing good.
Well, that's fantastic. You guys get a chance to go out there and make a round in the combine to run a grain cart once in a while?
Well, I haven't for a number of years, Mark, but I have fond memories of it.
You know, I think you should do a live on location breakfast get up and go show on somebody's farm place with your remote and just talk about what everybody's doing early in the morning here, getting ready for another day in the field.
That's a great idea, and everybody around here is just really getting into full swing, so we might be able to do that. I know a lot of soybeans are coming out right now, and a little bit of corn here and there, but I think they're really going to start rolling.
Yeah, you know, you see all these TV shows about the realistic way of, people doing things, and it would be exciting to watch the farm teams, the bosses and all of the laborers, how they all gel together. One's greasing the combine, the other one's putting fuel in the tank, and the other one's getting the trucks running and airing up the tires and making sure it'll make it into town, and the other one's coming back from the elevator already because he got there at 6 o'clock in the morning to be the first one in line, because there are people out there that want to be the first one in line. It's funny how that all goes, but there's so many different dynamics that you guys could be onto something new just by having the weekly, hey, we're at this particular farm place this morning, and we're giving you the play-by-play of what's going on out here.
That's a great idea, and plus we'd probably get in on some of those wonderful, sandwiches and so forth that are consumed when they take a break.
And that's the next adventure. The next day is what goes on in the kitchen the day of the morning of the deal.
That's exactly right. Great time of year for our farmers out there. This is when hopefully they get their payoff. And I know that with all of this happening, some of them are looking for equipment, some of them are dispersing some equipment, and I know that makes you very busy.
Well, we've got another big sale here. We've sold over 10,000 pieces of machinery here in September. over 900 different sellers in 27 different states using BigIron.com. And we're going to have another big one tomorrow, folks. Just under 1,600 items will be sold. We've got 23 states represented tomorrow as this equipment is scattered everywhere. And if you're looking for quality-owned machinery, folks, we're seeing a lot of retirements. In fact, we're listing equipment right now that will be sold on our retirement months here in November and December, even into January and February. Now, for those listening right now, remember, we will get some of these cold days, some snowy days here in November and December. And if you want to sell your machinery in January and February and March, remember, most of that work, a lot of people do that just the 6-7 weeks in advance. Well, 6 weeks in advance to March 1st, you're in the heart of December and January. So right now we've got folks that are forward-thinking, saying, we're going to have our sale in February. Why don't you come out now because it's in the shed. We'll take it out of the shed. We'll start it all up. We'll let you take all the pictures. We'll let you shoot all the videos, and then we'll tuck it back away in the shed. That way when people want to look at it, when you start advertising it here later on, we've got all the work done while the weather is still nice enough to do so. So please think about that if you've got a retirement sale or if you've just got a dozen or so items or less than a dozen items that you want to get sold after the first of the year. Now is a great time for our reps to get that inventory built up for you so all the work is done. But the sale tomorrow, folks, we've got grain carts, we've got corn heads, we've got combines. In fact, in Goodland, Kansas, we've got the James L. Fritz Trust Auction. They've got a Case IH 2388 combine. They've also got a Kenworth WL 900 truck. They've got a John Deere 9200 Series four-wheel drive. They've got a lot of other items as well that are selling. We're going to see over the next couple weeks some antique tractors that will be selling. And we've got some selling tomorrow as well. Jerry Sawyer's in Newman Grove, Nebraska. He's got a Minneapolis Moline collection that consists of a UB. He's got a G705 Wheatland. And he's also got an RTU. Plus, he has got a Minneapolis Moline KT Tumble Bug. And he's got an antique three-bottom Minneapolis Moline plow. So check those items out. If you want to take a little trip north of Broken Bow up to O'Neill, Nebraska, folks, Larry Johnson's going to have some equipment selling, including a Wilson livestock trailer. He's got a Landau 6230 Series 29-foot disc that they've used for less than 2 years because they switched their operation several years ago to no-till. So this disc has just been kind of sitting around, not being used, and it's like new. So check that out. Our friends at Lynn Post and Pipe in Lynn, Kansas, they always donate stuff to the auction that we do every year at Husker Harvest Days, but now they're selling some of their excess equipment. They've got a JCB telehandler. They've got a lot of fence line feed panels and alleyway panels. Some of these just got little scratches and dents, similar to what we do for Balin Manufacturing, which we're also having their scratch and dent sales pretty much every week on the Big Iron website. So if you need a 12-foot gate or a 20-foot gate, you don't care that the paint peeled off in one little end because that's why they're selling it on our site. Or if it's got a weld that is in the wrong spot, those gates and tanks sell, and all their building materials, which are nothing wrong with the building materials, they're just leftovers or extra coils of metal that they just keep running for skin siding. All those items for Balin Manufacturing sell on a weekly basis. But we've got even some Discovery Fleetwood 36-foot motorhomes. We've got one selling from Mark Knight out of Ord, Nebraska. That will sell on BigIron.com here tomorrow. Also, in the addition to all the harvest equipment, we've got some construction-related items as well. Excuse me. So if you need skid loaders, wheel loaders, we've got those selling. Motor graders. We've got Sun State Equipment Rental Company selling some Ditch Witch trenchers, and they've got some John Deere loader backhoes that are selling. These are all front row ready rental stuff. They just got brand new merchandise in, so they're moving out their older items, and they are only 2,000 and 3,000 hours, sometimes less than that, machines. So please check those out on the Big Iron website. And we've got a lot of good quality livestock feeding equipment. We've got livestock hauling equipment. We got several trucks. We got several cattle pots. We've got gooseneck trailers. We've got Rotomix feed wagons that are selling for Westering Farms by Wood River, Nebraska. So check those items out. We know we've got a tremendous offering of good quality equipment every week, and it's always offered to you with the name of the owner and their phone number so you can call them. We have done that ever since the early 2000s, folks, when we were doing community area farmers equipment sales. We've always published the owners' names because we believe in transparency and legitimacy to everything that we do here at BigIron.com. That's why we publish a bid history, so we can prove to you that this is a legitimate online unreserved auction, and we're not posing as somebody knows something about the auction business and just trying to take advantage of people. So go to BigIron.com, folks, for tomorrow's sale, and call us at 1-800-937-3558 if you've got equipment you would like to sell.
All right, Mark. Always fun to listen to all the different items you have from all the different places. We appreciate your report and look forward to talking to you again next week.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. All right, Mark, with another list of dynamic choices there with Big Iron Auction Company. Dave and Brent with you here on this Tuesday morning. A little music lined up for you from Tedeschi Trucks Band, personal favorite called Midnight in Harlem. On the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, nice and mellow for you here on this Tuesday. Brett, what would you like to present to our... Oh, geez, I'm a little nervous.
You're nervous.
I'm getting nervous.
What? Why is that, Dave?
Well, Adams Land and Cattle's coming in.
Yes, yeah, later in the show. Uh-huh.
I'm just wondering who's coming in.
Oh.
'Cause, you know, I accidentally...
Yeah, accidentally.
I had a little faux pas here a while back, you know, kind of...
I don't know about a faux pas, but you made a comment. So what happened?
Well, I didn't mean anything by it. I just was saying that it's possible that Bill and Jerry Adams were giving away their golf. They gave away like 18 holes of golf as a prize for the boosters, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I thought was maybe, well, I hate to say it again. I don't want to say it if they're coming in, but I'm wondering if they're too old to golf now. I'm a little worried. I hope I didn't. And they're probably going to come in here. If they come in here, they're going to rake me over the coals. And that was an accident that I said that.
Well, you've got to if we know anything in today's society, you've got to be very careful with what you say.
Well, but...
Of course, you know what you can do. Just do what everybody else. Just tell them you're sorry when they come in.
Yeah,
and everything will be all right.
I can do that.
Just move on. Just say, I'm sorry.
Or I could say it was fake news. I didn't say it.
Yeah.
That works, too, these days. I can just say, no, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
If you misinterpreted what I said.
There you go. That's a key one right there.
Bill, I don't believe
I didn't mean it that way.
I don't know, Bill. Jerry, I think you misinterpreted what I was saying about you. Now, Veronica up the hospital, that's a whole other thing. Man, the bugs are getting wild today. This is only the second day.
So are you writing this down on your data?
Yeah, I got
about the way the bugs have been bothering you during this ordeal?
Well, I don't think the bugs are bothering me any worse than they're bothering other people, whether they're Republicans or Democrats or liberals or conservatives. I think the bugs have no preference, so I imagine everyone out there is getting bothered a little bit by the bugs. Hey, it's Higgy I think it's Higgy Baby's birthday today.
Seriously?
I think so.
Oh, man. How old is he, 21?
My wife asked me that this morning, and I took a guess, I think.
Is he 30 yet?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
Is he 25? He's just a kid.
20, I'm guessing 25 or 6.
I'm going to go 25. That's my guess.
Oh, no, 25 and... Oh, sorry.
25. 26. 26.
26. Higgy Baby, 26.
Is he out there?
Yeah,
is he going to come in and tell us how old he is or not?
Come in here, Higgy. Have a quick chair there, my friend, and tell us how old you are. Make us sick to our stomachs.
Yeah, you kid. Just a kid. Just a boy.
25, because my birthday's not till next week.
Oh, it's next week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I told my wife, I said, don't worry about dinner. I think Higgy Baby's birthday's today. We'll be having lunch for our meeting, but now I guess not.
Oh.
No, I don't turn 26 till next week.
Oh, you'll be 26.
Oh, so you'll be 26.
I'll be 26 next
You're
week.
25 now.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry to disappoint you, but...
Wow, 25. Trying to think back to when I was 25.
Wow. I'm just going to give you a heads up. As time goes along, your pant size is going to change.
I can agree with that,
Something
yes.
to look forward to. Going to be 26.
Mm-hmm.
How's the daughter doing?
Good. She is crazy mobile. She's crawling around, and yesterday we have our neighbors gave us this little kind of a tiger, if you want to call it that, a lion, and it's on wheels and it rolls around so she can stand on it. Well, she pulled it out of the corner and then just started pushing it around the apartment just randomly. So yeah, she's mobile and into things and doesn't sit still, so it's a lot of fun.
So how old is... I can never remember her name.
Amelia?
Yeah.
She will turn 9 months old in October.
9 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's a name that's so beautiful. I just know I'm going to mess it up. You know.
We liked it, obviously.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. 9 months old. Pretty soon, words are going to be coming along the way. Probably the big debate will be whether she says mama or papa first. That's always a big one.
She actually already says, she says Mama and Dada. Dada came first, which I guess is fairly normal because it's easy.
It did?
Yep.
It did, really? Seriously? Or you just think you heard it first?
No, it definitely came first. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And then Mama came a couple months ago, maybe a month ago. But she doesn't say like Mama clearly. It's just kind of like, but you know obviously what she means. But
so in other words, you believe that you're her favorite.
I am definitely her favorite.
Oh, honey, did you hear that?
Definitely the favorite.
Oh, boy, you're a brave guy. I would never go there, but it sounds like you're having fun.
Oh yeah, she's a blast, and it's fun watching her grow and find new things that she gets to experience the first time, and just she's a character for sure.
Well, bring her out sometime. We haven't
definitely
her for a while. Last time it was like, wow, can't believe how much change there was.
Yeah, she pedals around now. It used to be kind of where she would just sit there and things would have to be kind of close, but if she wants something, I mean, she will go, and it's super funny because she's new at crawling, so those front arms can kind of give out on her once in a while. So she'll face plant, and then she'll sit down like, I wasn't quite what I was wanting to do, and then get back and go again. So
you have to put the protectors on the electric parts.
Yep.
And all that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They didn't have those when we were little, so you just went ahead and stuck your finger in there.
Stuck whatever toy would try to fit in there.
Go over, stick your finger in the socket, and eat some paint chips.
And car seats. We just crawled up in the back, laid up in the back seat on the window and took a nap.
Yeah,
didn't have a car seat.
Laid down on the floor and curled up. That's changed a lot, but for the best. I understand the seats are actually, they're talking about changing those up a little bit again.
Yep.
And I didn't know there was an expiration date on child seats.
Yep, expiration dates, and they changed what height and weight requirements on some. So there's been a lot of changes here in just the last few years, and like you said, I think they're going to make further changes to. I think a lot of it has to do with increasing the weight and the height. So
yeah.
Like, whoa. Hold here just a minute.
Brent, you will not need a booster seat.
I was just going to say, I'm getting very nervous right now. What do you mean they're increasing the height and the weight?
Yeah, so that you have to be a certain height and weight. Otherwise, you need to be in a booster seat or
and just how high are they going to go with this?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think you're still outside the threshold, but I know there were some that I saw on social media that were like, by definition, I would qualify to be in a booster seat, and they're 20-some years old.
This is a true story. I was working here probably in the 90s, and we were running a PSA, public service announcement, about child seats, and they gave the requirements and I'm like, wait a minute. That means I should be in a child seat. Well, I didn't like that.
Can you just picture Shelley driving a car and Brent facing backwards? Because nowadays they say almost all of them you're going to be facing the wrong way or the traditional way. You're going to be.
Well, keep me updated on this whole the way things are changing deal.
Yeah, I mean, what would be a great story is having Brent get a seats or whatever and do a story on, all right, this is how you should properly sit your child in the seat and do it in the vehicle.
All right. It's not your birthday. Get out of here.
That's it. Shelley, would you mind wiping the chocolate off Brenty's face? Because he's looking backwards out the back seat because he's in a booster seat. All right, we're going to take a timeout. Thanks. I guess I got jumped the gun, but happy birthday a week ahead of time.
Thanks.
It's mum season at Sun Valley Landscaping in Ansley. Beautiful fall mums are available now in a great array of colors. Sun Valley is open Monday to Friday, 4:30 to 6:30, located in Ansley, just off Highway 2 east of the fire station. Saturday and Sunday, they're open from 10 a.m. to noon, or just give them a call. Mums are a great fall splash of color. Pick yours up today at Sun Valley Landscaping in Ansley. Visit them online at sunvalleynursery.org.
Varney Health Mart is your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy in Broken Bow. Right now, save on the Health Mart True Plus Skin Protectant, Diabetics Foot Care Cream, or Diabetics Intensive Moisturizing Cream for $5.49. Health Mart Allergy Relief Nasal Spray, 24-hour, $13.99. Severe Cold and Flu Caplets, 24-count, $4.49. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow.
Caring for you and about you. Varney Health Mart.
We're ready to celebrate fall at Bo Bootery, and for you, that means savings. Come draw for a discount on regular price merchandise. You could get anywhere from 15 to 50% off a regular price item. This just excludes Western boots, hats, Red Wings, and Wolverines. The cooler days are coming, and the cooler nights have already arrived. Leaves are falling, and fall is here. Come see us and save at your home-owned shoe store, Bo Bootery, on the square in Broken Bow.
Here in central Nebraska, we're always on the lookout for animals making their way across the road. Hi, this is Tammy with Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow. Harvest is here, and that means deer are on the move. Despite all precautions, accidents happen. When they do, remember us at Fixed Right. We'll make it look like you never met that deer. Keep those eyes on the road, but if there's a deer you couldn't avoid, don't worry, Fixed Right has your back. Fixed Right Auto Body.
Well, I guess we'll have a birthday party next week.
Yeah.
For Gavin Higgins. Nice young man. You're not going to follow up on that? A nice young man.
Very nice.
Okay.
Yes, nice guy. He can be. Oh, boy, there you go. Itching again. Scratching. Yep.
Oh. Drop my pen. Well, tell me about Chip. Tell me about the good old days with Chip. Back when they were called Dynamic Insurance and Chip's mustache was being well groomed. Now, with the new name and as busy as they're getting, I'm not sure Chip's able to groom his mustache as often as he was before because their business is just blowing up.
Yeah. They are no longer called Dynamic Insurance, but they're still dynamic. If you go in, you're going to get dynamic service. Their new name is Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We're talking about our friends Liana and Chip and Katie over there in Callaway, Nebraska. And they want to remind you of a couple of things. Getting close to open enrollment for Medicare. That window is October 15th through November 7th. And also on private health insurance, that window November 1st through December 15th. They've got a new name, but no other changes for their clients. So check them out at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Stop in to talk to Liana, Chip, or Katie to see how they can help you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, located in Callaway.
And while you're there, you can watch Katie type efficiently with one hand.
Oh, yeah.
She has a sling.
That's right, yeah.
So this is really busy now with Medicare and all of that entry, and she's all with one hand. She's a very talented young lady. Very nice young lady, don't you think, Brent?
Yes, I think so.
Thank you.
You
One
bet.
other thing that you could talk about before we close out the hour, and I'm getting nervous because in the 9 o'clock hour, Adams Land and Cattle's coming in, and there was some misinterpretation of some of my comments a couple weeks ago about Bill and Jerry Adams, and I'm feeling very unsure of things. And I'm just saying right now that they didn't hear what I said correctly. And if anything out there that's come out besides what I said is fake.
Okay. We do want to let you know that they are looking for some help at Taco John's in Broken Bow, also at Trotter's Woe and Go West. Taco John's in Broken Bow is hiring for all shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available. Opportunities for advancement, plus full-time employees receive benefits. They encourage you to stop in for an application for Taco John's in Broken Bow. Also, Trotter's Woe and Go West in Broken Bow is seeking someone for part-time employment. Now, this would be a night position working approximately 25 hours a week. You can contact Christine Hilburn at Trotter's Woe and Go West for more information. And you can see all of these details by going to our website, sandhillsexpress.com, and go to the Help, Wanted, and Employment page. Those bugs still bothering you? Or Are you okay?
Oh, man.
You weren't around Christie's perfume, were you?
No.
Okay.
No. And you know, I was surprised when we did the interview with Nebraska State Bank recently. I was doing some research, and I asked Kyle and Stuart what their deodorant they used.
I do remember that, yes.
And I thought for sure that Stuart, being the commonsensical guy that he is, would probably use middle guard. But he said he used right guard.
Yeah.
And Kyle admitted that he puts under his arms whatever his wife buys him.
I wanted so bad to ask him if it was secret.
Secret?
I don't know.
I'm going to go get what Mrs. Williams gave me here in a little bit and try that, see if I can get some of these little bugs. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
What's that called? Soft touch?
Now, I think it was Skin So Soft.
Skin So Soft.
Yeah, that's what when I was growing up, that's what when the gnats were bad. You go outside and the gnats were attacking you. That's what Mom would put on us was Skin So Soft.
What do you think?
And it worked good.
It work good?
Yeah.
Does it smell?
A nice smell. Kind of makes your skin silky smooth.
Oh,
Yeah.
little bonus.
Yeah.
Side effect. All right. News is next. Looks like, Megan and Joan are here to talk about the library. I think Gavin is going to be doing that interview. You'll hear that probably on Public Affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. All right, well, we're going to take a news break.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief for the first presidential debate coming up tonight. Politico White House reporter Daniel Lippman tells us what he thinks is at stake.
This debate is going to be very important for the 15% of undecided voters. 1 million Americans have already voted, so these debates are critical for either candidate to gain an advantage.
It's now 1 million lives lost to COVID-19. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres says moving forward,
we can overcome this challenge. But we must learn from the mistakes. Responsible leadership matters. Science matters. Cooperation matters. And misinformation kills.
Winds are expected to be calmer today after yesterday's blasts made 3 fires into one big one in California's wine country. This man is in Sonoma County.
It looked like a big wave coming over the hill, a wave of fire. It was crazy.
And a fire in Shasta County, California has killed 3 people. CBS News Brief, I'm Peter King.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Week 3 in the NFL came to a close on Monday night in Baltimore with the Chiefs beating the Ravens 34-20. Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes had 385 yards passing with 5 touchdowns, 4 passing, 1 rushing. Baltimore quarterback Lamar Jackson had just 97 yards passing with a touchdown pass to go along with 83 yards rushing. Kansas City is 3-0, riding a 12-game winning streak. Baltimore is 2-1 and saw its 14-game regular season winning streak come to an end. NFL news, the Chicago Bears have named Nick Foles as their starting quarterback for the rest of the season, replacing Mitchell Trubisky. NHL Game 6 Stanley Cup Final. Lightning shut off the Stars 2-0. Tampa Bay wins its 2nd Stanley Cup in franchise history, taking the series 4-2. Goalie Andrei Vasilevsky had 22 saves in the shutout. Defenseman Victor Hedman was named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner as playoff MVP. News from the NBA, where the LA Clippers and head coach Doc Rivers have mutually decided to part ways after 7 seasons. Rivers had the best winning percentage of any coach in Clippers history, but his teams never made it to the conference finals.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Plenty of sunshine in store for today. We'll have high temperatures climbing to the upper 70s. Winds becoming breezy from the west. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, a low of 47. For your Wednesday, highs right around 70. Again, lots of sunshine with gusty northwest winds. For the day on Thursday, abundant sun, back to 58, and some frost Thursday night in the lower 30s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Did you know Custer Electric and Irrigation is your pivot place as well as your electrician? Their electrical offerings start with grain bins. They are a Conrad American dealer and can do any and all rewires, augers, and any other bin repairs you may have. Get your bins harvest ready by giving Custer Electric a call. They also do residential electrical, including brand new homes, remodels, troubleshooting, and more. Don't forget commercial electrical. Lance and the crew do all electrical, including repair of motors and generators, wiring of new or remodeled shops, and everything in between. Don't go out of town for your motor or generator repair when Custer Electric can take care of you right here at home. With Somatic by Lindsay on their side, you can trust the work to be done right and at a price that's fair to you. Call Lance at Custer Electric and Irrigation today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04, 45 degrees outside, coming up from an overnight low of 31. Actually, that happened in the 6 o'clock hour this morning. It was 32 in the 5 o'clock hour. So if you didn't get those plants in, the jury's still out. Did it damage or did it not damage? Depends on where they're located and how long it stayed that temperature at your house. You have any plants out?
No.
You have any plants?
No.
Why?
We did, but no, there's none still out, no.
You don't like plants?
Plants are fine. I like plants. What do you do?
Why don't you have any plants?
What am I getting the 3rd degree for about plants?
I can't believe you don't have any plants. People have plants. Why don't you have plants?
Well, yes, we have some plants that we don't have any outside at the moment.
Well, who would go without plants?
I don't know.
You're plantless?
I think we have one in the house somewhere. I don't know.
I can't believe we wouldn't have a plant. Gosh.
Why the third degree on plants?
Well, I would imagine everybody in this place of work has a plant.
Well,
you have something against plants?
No, I don't have
You think
anything
they're dirty,
against.
or
No,
you don't
plants
like-
are wonderful.
you don't like-
We need plants, right?
How about trees? You like trees?
Yes, I love trees. We got a lot of those.
Well, that helps.
Yeah.
No plants, though. All right. Let's talk a little bit about your chance to win a ladies' top.
Uh-huh.
I just had a vision of you in a car seat with a ladies' top on, but no, I'm just there's too many things going on here. Don't give me that look. You would like to win a top, but not wear it, a ladies' top, right? Tell me you wouldn't really want to wear a ladies' top. You want to win it for your wife.
That's probably what I would do. Are you saying that I'm eligible?
No, you're not.
Okay.
So this is a promo, Brent, we're trying to get done, but I can't believe that the plant thing still bothers me. I'll get over it.
Okay.
So you could win a ladies' top once a month for a year.
Yes.
So if you win, that's the prize. And you could give it as a gift to your grandmother, your wife, your daughter. Or if you're a lady, you can just keep it for yourself, or give it to somebody else. So it can be passed along to whoever you like, but you need to register.
Yes.
And so you'll want to register on sandalsexpress.com on the contest page. But it's actually very easy to get to because you just go to Sandals Express front page, home page, and Jeremy's got a big old ad up there. Click on that, it'll take you right to it. And then you just go ahead and basically plant the seeds to have a chance to win a big prize, courtesy of many great businesses. And the shirts, by the way, come from Triple Blessed Boutique, right across from the plants around the park in downtown Broken Bow. Here's Neil Young.
and bagged products. Their cattle, mineral, and balancer selection is second to none. Great products, prices, and service sets Evans Feed Company apart. Call them for all of your livestock feed needs at 800-830-2119. Evans Feed, serving central Nebraska producers with quality feed products.
Beer, brats, bands, and lederhosen. It's time for Oktoberfest at Kincaidor Brewing in Broken Bow, Saturday, October 3rd. Buy a Kincaidor Stein to start your day. The first fill is free. Make sure you wear your lederhosen. That earns you a free beer token. That's 2 free beers right off the bat. Activities await like cornhole, Hummerslagen, and Stein Stamina competition. And eat your heart out with German-style brats, pretzels, caramel apples, and chocolate porter cupcakes made with Kincaidor beer while you watch bands throughout the day. Oktoberfest at Kincaidor, Saturday, October 3rd in Broken Bow.
And now the Nebraska Lottery salutes 13. This innocent little number has been unfairly maligned for far too long. In fact, here are some great things about the number 13. There were 13 original American colonies. There are 13 red and white stripes on the American flag. Order a baker's dozen donuts and you get a 13th donut for free. 13 is the atomic number of aluminum. Well, how about this one? 13 Nebraskans will win $1,300 each in the Nebraska Lottery's 13 for 1,300 promotion. Yes, until October 13th, buy a Powerball with Power Play ticket and enter for the chance to be one of 13 winners of $1,300. Winners will be entered into a national drawing for a chance to become the Powerball First Millionaire of the Year. So the next time you see 13 on the street, give it a big hug and say, "I'm sure lucky I ran into you."
Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
It is 9:14, almost 9:15.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How do you time it? I just feel embarrassed. Every time you click the camera on for the Facebook Live,
Yes.
you always click it on when I'm right in the middle of a great big yawn.
Well, I don't do that on purpose. Brent.
No, I don't think you do. It's just I just don't know how you. I think twice today you've brought the camera back on, and there's Brent yawning.
Are you tired?
Well, a bit. Yeah.
You know why you're tired?
Why is that?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Okay, thanks.
You need more plants in your house because they produce oxygen in your home.
Right.
And if you had plants,
but you ask me, so you don't have any plants out, and no, we don't have any plants out at the moment. It's like got extremely cold last night.
Oh, you're talking about outside. You do have plants inside?
Well, a couple.
2?
I don't know. I haven't counted recently. But yes.
Just 2 plants?
I don't. Yeah, sure. Okay, couple plants.
Emily, would you drop in here for a moment? We've got a problem here. We have, and I'm just surprised to find, after all these years of working with Brent, that he has a deficiency in plants in his home.
You don't like plants? You got something against them? Or...
No.
What? I'm sorry, Brent.
Yeah,
no, you're not.
Do you have something against flowers?
What? No, flowers are wonderful.
Ivy? Do you hate ivy?
If it's poison, yes.
Well, you don't usually plant that in a pot.
Well, poison ivy, I'm not a real big fan of that.
How many plants do you have in your home, Emily?
In the home?
Yeah. Of course, you have a little one. I understand.
Right. I got one up on the windowsill in the kitchen that is doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I planted another one, and if it's not dead because I left it outside, I'll bring that one inside. I don't know what it is. It's just a cute little thing.
So you have like 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Okay, how's that different from me? I told you we have like a couple.
On the outside, though, we are abundant in
plants.
Florida.
Because you love plants, don't you?
I do.
And how many do you have outside, Brent?
None at the moment.
See what I'm saying?
But come springtime, yes.
What about pumpkins?
Get the plants and don't have any pumpkins yet.
Not yet.
No.
It's not even October, so
no,
we're good.
Do you like pumpkins?
Yes, I like pumpkins. I usually get together with the grandkids and we carve a pumpkin.
Oh, that's
a lot of fun.
That's special right there.
Yes.
Do you let them hold the knife?
No.
Yeah,
I do not.
Let them draw the face. maybe.
Yeah, with magic marker.
I let them clean out the inside of the pumpkin.
Yeah.
All the guts.
Yeah.
I think I do the same pattern every year for my jack-o'-lantern. Just like the classic Charlie Brown triangle eyes,
triangle eyes.
nose, and
then the mouth with
jagged.
And I put one tooth.
Yep.
In the mouth.
Maybe two.
Just one?
Which I've done for years.
Don't you go with some like jagged ones, like vampire ones?
No, I've never done that.
I don't get too crazy with my carving. I just it's.
I can't surprise.
It's probably the same every year.
I guess I am surprised that you don't have a Mickey Mouse pumpkin.
Right? That would be cute. I could maybe try that. I just haven't.
Simple.
Yeah.
You didn't plan on Gavin's birthday today, did you?
No, because I knew it was in October.
Oh. Okay.
Remember those spreadsheets I made everybody?
Oh, yeah, it's right beside my desk. I still have
Really?
it.
You made a spreadsheet?
Yeah, she has everything on the birthdays.
With her
and
birthday?
phone numbers. Those who like plants and those who hate them. Right on the sheet, right on the spreadsheet there.
That's important information we might need.
I don't understand why you wouldn't have some more plants outside. I don't want to get too carried away because Shelley will be mad at me. But, the outside is kind of your domain.
Is that true? Is that true?
Now
Brad?
wait. Okay. Now hold on. Just I think that I'm maybe not understanding the question about when you said plants. I was thinking potted plants. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Because we have several plants around the house, but not necessarily potted plants.
Oh. What kind of plants do you have, Brent, that are not potted?
Well, what do they call it? Like irises and stuff like that,
like perennials,
Yeah.
or bushes, shrubs.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
I respect them.
Well, that's
Things that
helpful.
come up every year.
They're not exactly as good as potted
So
plants.
it's not that we don't have plants around. Yes, yes, we have plants around. It's just we don't have any potted plants at the moment.
I don't know why you're getting so upset about it.
Well, you're the one that started it.
Jeez.
You're like making me out to be this anti-plant guy.
I've
And
never
that's
looked
not-
at you that way.
That's not me.
I don't think
Thank
that's
you.
who you are.
I just don't understand why you're so upset about it.
Well, I don't understand why you were. I don't understand why you were so upset about me saying I had a plant and not saying I had several.
Get
You're
over
the one
it.
that
Get
started
over it.
it.
Don't get so revved up. I don't know what the big deal is. Jeez. Oh, I'm a little worried, Emily. You may have to help with the next interview coming in. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be. She won't bite.
Who's coming in for Adams Land and Cattle?
Well, I believe it might be one of my neighbors.
Kind of.
And you get along with her, right?
Most of the time.
Okay.
Most of the time. I know.
And what's her name?
Liz.
Liz Babcock?
I believe that's who's
yeah.
coming.
Oh,
we'll
wow,
see.
Liz is a sweetheart.
She is.
I don't.
You didn't say anything about her on the air, did you?
Well, you know what?
course
I
not.
do have a bone to pick with her, actually.
You do?
I lent her some parchment paper.
Oh, let's do this on the air.
Haven't seen it back.
Oh, yeah, that's the way we start.
The
the
roll could be
interview
empty
right
for
there.
all I know.
So you lent Liz
Parchment paper.
parchment paper, and you have not seen a return?
I haven't.
Write that down, Brent, would you please?
This is important information. It'd be different if, say, she was using it for baking if I received some of the final product, but I haven't seen any of that either. So, I'm a little upset.
Do you know whether they have plants around their house?
They do have some
Okay,
plants
mark that down.
near their door, yeah.
Now, you know her husband pretty well, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Abram, is that his correct name?
It is.
Do you know what kind of deodorant he uses?
I'm going to go with Speed Stick or Old Spice.
Okay.
Because that's what Kurt uses. I do not know the answer to that question, though.
Well, we can ask.
Yeah. Are you
all
taking a survey?
Well, I'm trying to get my data gathered for my shirt experiment.
Oh.
You suppose Abram wears cologne?
I don't know.
Does your husband wear cologne?
On special occasions.
Do you wear cologne, Bernie?
No, I don't. I used to.
Yeah.
I used to like the Old Spice lime.
Oh.
Yeah. And I really liked it when Joan wore this kind of cologne. It smelled like strawberries.
That's nice.
Yeah. That was back in the 70s.
You say now wait a minute. You said when Joan wore cologne. Don't you mean perfume?
Yeah, perfume.
Okay.
Oh, Liz is here.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Liz is
hi,
here.
Liz.
Come on in, Liz.
Come on in, Liz. I want to.
I hope she didn't hear me.
You get to slide over if you have time. You can help us with this interview here, if you don't mind, Emily.
I suppose I could do that.
I think Liz, by the way, I'm going to say this. I don't know if you can publicly do this, but I love Liz's hair. I think it's really cool. It's long and beautiful, and I love the color. How you doing, Liz?
Good. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I wanted to first of all clear the air on some things here. Questions, because we're going to talk about Adams Land and Cattle in a moment.
Yes, and Food for Youth.
Yes, food for youth. But right now we know. Does your husband wear Speed Stick or Old Spice cologne or
something
underarm
else?
deodorant?
Deodorant. I feel like it's Old Spice.
Old Spice. Does he have any trouble with gnats hanging around him at all?
Now, is this an issue?
Well, it is around here.
Oh.
Yeah, we're trying to determine.
Is there a certain thing they're attracted to?
Well,
I claim it's Dave's shirt.
Oh.
Because Dave is still on this experiment, which has been going on for months now. I think too long. But anyway, he doesn't wash his shirt but once a week.
Okay.
Wears the same shirt for an entire week. I contend that toward the end of the week, that's what's bringing these gnats in.
You know, it might be a valid
But
theory.
he's trying to think that it might be something else. That's why he's asking all these questions regarding deodorant, perfume, and cologne, and all this.
Because I go with the Old Spice stick, the round green one.
I'm an Old Spice guy, Pure Sport.
Oh. Okay. Liz, the other thing we need to work on here today is there was a misinterpretation in a show that we did with the Broken Bow Boosters a couple weeks ago now, wasn't it, Brent?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, the show we did would have been a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was promoting the Athletic Booster Club's big tailgate party
Yeah.
that they were putting together.
Is this where you complimented Bill and Jerry on their youthfulness?
Well, yes, that's
a good way to
exactly
put it.
that's exactly what I was trying to do. But
Let's
I think
go with that.
I think it came out interpreted different than that. And I think that I was told that it was that I had mentioned that maybe they were too old to golf, and so that's why they gave the golf gift away, because they could no longer swing a club or something like that. And that was just not the case. Emily, would you think that I would even do anything like that?
I think the silence says everything.
Well, would you please, because I've known Jerry and Bill for a long, long time. Bill actually pulled me up. What is that hill past the feedlot years ago? I was coming home. I was working at Sperry, New Holland, helping build Sperry, New Holland combines. And I was coming home, and it was a blizzard. Well, actually, it was like black ice. And I couldn't get, no, that was a different time he helped me. That time I was just coming home with a semi truck I was driving, and I was hauling hay, ground hay, I believe, and I couldn't get up the hill. It was so slick, and Bill came out with a loader and pulled me up the hill. We're buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Nice guy.
Well, and buddies can give grief, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It was just a moment in time I'll never forget. I know it's probably on top of Bill's list of experiences we've had together. And I've worked with Jerry on some other projects.
Yeah.
But I just want you to know that was just a misinterpretation. It was. If anybody tells you that that's what I said, that's fake.
Well, it was your wife that actually told me in the parking lot. Joan said, make sure you bring that up and give him some grief.
Do you think Bill regrets pulling you up the hill?
I would if I was in his shoes.
If I could turn back time.
Ask him if he would do it again today.
Yeah, yeah. I don't suppose he would. Maybe he would, because Bill's just that kind of guy. He was a helpful guy.
They both have big hearts.
They're busy too with things going on, cattle business. roller coaster, but
Yeah.
not too bad right now. It's gotten better, hasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it's every day is a different dynamic.
Yeah. Well, I would like Emily to jump in here and help with the interview and talk about what you actually came here to talk about with Adams Land and Cattle in mind here, but another good effort, community project. So jump right in.
Great. Well, I appreciate you guys letting me come on again this year. If you remember, years ago, Custer County leadership started the Have a Heart Food Bank Challenge, and they did it for a year as the group, and then they needed an organization to continue it on. So at Adams, we decided to do that, and we did that for a few years, and it was a great success. But somebody mentioned to us that the backpack programs of the schools really needed some concentrated effort. And so we researched it, and we found out that almost all of the schools in Custer County have a backpack program. And for those who don't know what that is a lot of kids depend on the schools for a nutritious meal, breakfast and lunch, but when they go home, they may not have a snack, they may not have a supper, and they may not be able to eat anything healthy or at all until the next day. And so these schools have worked really hard to create these backpack programs so, teachers can very tactfully put items in their backpacks so they can take it home without anybody knowing, so those kids can have a nutritious meal. And then they also send them home on weekends. So it helps bridge that gap so the kids don't feel the hunger and they're able to, have a good night's rest and not have those pains. So last year, all of us at Adams Land Cattle decided we wanted to create a challenge that supports those programs, specifically supports the youth of Custer County.
That's fantastic. Emily, Brent, jump right in. That just touches your heart to think about kids having to worry about maybe not having something to eat till they get to school the next day. But it does happen, and there's data that would back that up, right?
Oh, yes. And, I think it's easy to think, oh, that happens elsewhere. It can't happen here in Custer County, but it does. And I reached out to each school just to make sure, is this still a need this year? Because we did it last year. It was a tremendous success due to the community and due to all the businesses that supported it. And they said, yes, we need it more than ever. We don't want to presume we understand any conditions that make it so these kids don't have those meals. We just want to make sure that they're not wondering where their next meal is or trying to go the weekend without food.
Yeah, the circumstances really aren't the issue here.
No.
It's that we want to make sure that's not an issue, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Emily, a question? Or
Well, I
anything?
know when Joyce was in last week, Runza was doing a special benefit too. She threw out a statistic that was heartbreaking about the number of kids who might not know where their next meal comes from. And so that's why it is so important to support local facilities like the food pantry and then, of course, the backpack programs, which this focuses on, so that way your neighbors, you don't, like you said, you don't know what their situation is or people down the street, but everyone needs to be fed, and this is such a great way to get the communities involved. I would imagine that you got some items that maybe they're really looking for specifically. Right. So next time you're at the store, throw a couple extra things in your cart because that will go a long way to support some kids.
What are some of those things?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you said something. So we did reach out to each of the programs, and I want to take one step back just so you guys all know. We asked the backpack programs what they need, and we sort it and we distribute those items between those programs, but we also give items to the food pantry if they don't happen to meet those needs of the backpack programs. But for as far as the food items, just think, what can a child make on their own? So whether it's canned items like a ravioli, soup, vegetables, fruit, boxed foods, if you think about the macaroni, the pasta, cereal, hamburger helper, Jell-O, snack bars, Pop-Tarts for the breakfast, fruit snacks, peanut butter. If you stop by at Gary's, Matt said that he will make vouchers for milk and meat, so that they can run into the store and get a carton of milk, they can get some meat. But also, one thing, if you, can't, if you look in your pantry and you're like, oh, I don't think I have anything, or you might not have time to run to the store, we also are accepting monetary donations through the foundation. Lindsay has set up an account for Food for Youth. And you can mail it, you can drop off the donations, and then we distribute them evenly between the Custer County backpack programs.
Okay.
Last year, like I mentioned, was our first year. And, we didn't know how it would turn out, but we knew Custer County always steps up and supports the community and supports the youth. And we had 22 businesses and organizations that were drop-off sites. They challenged their employees. They challenged their customers. We raised $7,000, and we had over 2,700 items that we donated. Okay. So it was amazing.
Wow.
That's quite an accomplishment first time around.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, and this is the second
annual.
Yes,
so
right?
Our challenge is we want everybody to raise the bar even more and see if we can beat those numbers.
Oh, I'm sure we can.
Yes.
And I know you've got some of the North Park kids are collecting items as well, right?
Yes, yeah. So they have their own challenge, and I'm sure that if you have kids that are at North Park or grandkids, they may have mentioned it, because I believe if they reach maybe it's 1,000 item goal, then the whole school gets a prize. So if you have a neighbor, a grandchild, or a child that attends North Park, you might send them with a few items that'll make their day.
A little motivation.
Yes.
Yeah. Extra motivation.
Do you mind if I actually mention all the businesses that are?
No, they should be mentioned.
Yes. Yeah. So we have, again, 22 businesses and organizations that graciously have said that they would step up. And again, they're not only drop-off locations. So, as you hear these names of businesses, made me think of places that you're going in the next week. And again, this is till Monday, October 5th. I don't think I actually mentioned that, but or if you have a friend, send them with them. But Adams Land and Cattle, we have boxes in our office. Anselmo Myrna Schools, BD, Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce, Bruning Bank, the Foundation, Evans Feed. Farm Credit Services America actually donated $2,000 already, which such a generous donation. Presbyterian Church here in Broken Bow, Gary's Superstore, Geared for Sports, Grocery Cart, Lily Kate Boutique. I believe Melanie is offering a discount with donation. Melham Medical Center, Nebraska Integral Wellness. If you don't know where Brianna's located, but she's just north of the square, kind of catty corner from the post office, and she's going to match up to $200. And I don't think she had a donation yet, so please drop off a donation because she'll match up to $200. Nebraska State Bank, North Park Elementary, Precious Angels Daycare, Russell Title and Escrow with Sadie, all three offices of Sargent, Thomas Livestock, and then Jamie with Triple Bless Boutique.
Good list.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great
so
list.
Lots of opportunities to
yeah. And go ahead, Brent. Did you have something?
No.
Okay. The time frame again on this?
Yes. We kicked it off last Monday, and then we will end the challenge next Monday, which is October 5th. So you have this week, over the weekend, and then ending on Monday to drop those items off, drop off monetary donations, put something in the mail to the foundation. You can also drop off gift cards again. If you're not entirely sure what to get, or if you think it'd be nice just for the backpack programs to be able to pick out the items based off of their need.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yes, thank you
for the program, and thanks to all the businesses and people making this happen. And again, I love what you said. We don't care what the circumstances are. It's about those young people, having a smooth go, right?
Right. I just think of the children of Custer County. We're lucky enough to know where our food is, but to have a child that's innocent and may not have the car to make it to the food pantry, may not, be able to walk the extra mile, may live in the country. Having these backpack programs, knowing when they open their bag at the end of the day or the weekend and they see those items, what a sense of relief for them to not worry about their next meal.
Yeah, and with kids, they probably don't even at times know they're worried about it until their tummy tells them
they feel those pains.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just something we can take care of thanks to things like this.
Yes, and just a huge shout out. You mentioned the businesses, but really I want to again mention all the schools that do these programs, because it's usually either it's a community member or it's a faculty member, a staff that take the time to find the funds for this, organize this. Ansley is now going to start opening it once a month for the community. Anselmo Myrna with Logan Lightfoot, he said no matter what COVID brings, we'll make sure that kids get that food. Mm-hmm. So they're committed to their students, all of these schools.
Well, speaking of COVID, that makes things even more immediate for these kids, the needs, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, maybe somebody can't get out or whatever. So Great. Thanks so much.
Yes, thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it, Liz.
What can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
What is the time frame as far as donating items and making monetary donations? Do you need them by a certain time?
Well, so the reason why we said next Monday,
Okay,
October
next Monday.
5th, yeah,
Okay.
is only
I'm
because
sorry, I
no,
missed
no,
that.
you're good. I'm glad you said that though. The reason why we say Monday is kind of the cutoff is we like to allow these businesses a couple days. What they do is they bring all these items into our office here at Adams, and a bunch of us employees at Adams will sort them. And so we'll sort kind of based off the needs and make sure it's an equal, distribution between the schools. And then we go and make those deliveries to the schools. So it kind of takes us a few days to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, so please, stop by the grocery store, stop by any of these businesses. And if you need to look at the list, you can look at our Facebook, Adams Land and Cattle, or you can go to adamslandandcattle.com. I do have the press release on there, and you can just click on the link and check out all of the businesses that are contributing in our Food for Youth program.
All right, very good. Thanks so much. A couple things we need to clear up before you go. We did have a conversation before you got here about some sort of paper that you borrowed from Emily.
Oh, parchment paper?
Parchment
I have
paper.
that for you.
Is that, are we going to be okay there? Because the last thing we want to do
I
here
know,
on the
cause
breakfast
a rift
show,
here.
Yes.
we don't
Between
want
neighbors.
We do not want to stir things up here on the show at all. We don't
Never.
This is actually what Dave and I kind of do on the side.
Yes, do
we
you
we
ruffle
help.
feathers?
Well, no, just the opposite. We like to bring people back together.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't know
And
we
so
had
we-
a divide, Emily.
Oh. All right.
I told Dave I have a bone to pick with Liz when she comes.
Yes, we are. Thank goodness for good neighbors helping each other.
I can't
out.
tell you how many literal cups of sugar I've borrowed from my neighbor. Hey, I don't have any flour or
Yes.
sugar, an egg.
Yes.
It's important to have good neighbors.
It is. It's very handy, and it keeps you in contact too.
Yes.
One other thing, I really enjoyed watching your husband and the kids at the fair this year.
yes, yes.
They really had a successful year, didn't they?
Yeah, it was fun. It's something, actually, when we moved back to Broken Bow, that was one of the things that we look forward to most, is seeing our kids' involvement in 4-H. And what an amazing organization, and to see what Custer County Fair, how well it's executed. And we appreciate the support that you guys do by being out there and interviewing the kids. But yeah, our kids loved it.
Yeah, they were having a good time. I believe your husband was having a good time, although parents always look a little different at the end of the week than they did at the first of the week.
Yes, there's a little bit of a stress level. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that was fun to see, and I know they had a good time. I'm glad you guys are okay as neighbors.
I think we're good. Well, it helps, if there's any issues, we have our 2-year-old sons who help bridge that gap across the cul-de-sac. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah,
They'll
you-
wave to each other.
And when we stopped by for Carl's birthday, you got some new neighbors with lots of kids there as well.
It's so
you've got a
nice.
lively
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yes.
It's fun. You got to watch out when you're pulling in.
Yeah.
Bicycles and wagons. You never know who's on the move out there.
And one other thing, Liz, do you have quite a few plants in your home?
Oh, I do not, actually.
You
That
don't?
is not my strength.
You don't have plants?
I am not a green thumb.
Well, I was just surprised earlier that Brent didn't have a lot of plants outside of his home, and just a few inside of his home. I don't know. And then we got into it, and he got all worked up about plants. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Brent.
See what I have to endure
Yes.
every day?
The gnats may be coming from your plants, Dave. Maybe that's why we don't see our gnats.
That's what my mom and dad talked to my mom and dad over the weekend. That's the first thing they said.
Plants.
Now,
Or fruit.
My dad, he's like, you said on the air you got plants in there, right? That's where they're coming from. They're coming from the plants. Coming from the
he's
plants.
right.
I want to
think
meet
he
your
is
dad.
I don't think it's the white shirt.
And it may not be the deodorant.
It may not be the white shirt that's bringing them into the building, but I do think it's the white shirt that is attracting them to you.
I do think there's a valid point. So bugs are attracting me, and I think it's my very pale skin. So I can see that.
Isn't it funny how, I suppose you're busy. We could go on about this for a long time, but you're sitting outside around a table, and there's 4 people or whatever, and 2 of them are going, man, those bugs are really biting me, and then the other ones are going, not bothering me.
Yeah.
And that's like unapplied. I mean, without any. Yeah.
Experiment is still going on.
Yeah. Please tell my good friends, Bill and Jerry, they're welcome to come in anytime. If they have issues, they need to work out, we'll get them taken care of right here on the Breakfast Show table, all right?
Maybe you should take them golfing. And I'll go too.
I don't have
I
that
wanna
much.
watch.
I don't have that much time.
Uh-huh.
It would take probably about maybe morning to night to play 9 holes.
We'll drive the cart.
Digging.
We'll take a time out and we'll get out of here while we're still alive.
GK Wine and Spirits is ready to offer you some great prices on some of your favorites. Crown Royal 750s are $26.98 and get Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey for $14.98. Franzia Box Wines 5-liter, high tier for $16.98 and low tier for $13.98. 12-pack cans of Bud, Bud Light, Select 55, Busch or Busch Light beer are $9.98. Imperium Brewing Company 6-packs just $6.98. GK Wine and Spirits inside the grocery cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
When farmers and ranchers need a quick bite or a place to have their morning coffee, they turn to Trotter's Won't Go locations. Hot lunch and snacks await, plus refreshments and, of course, plenty of space to park and fuel up. In Broken Bow, the east location is open 24 hours for convenience around the clock, and out west, they feature truck parking plus showers and a Taco John's. Locations in Sargent and Myrna are ready to go too. Trotter's Won't Go, proud to serve the farmers and ranchers of central Nebraska.
Melham Medical Center is excited to introduce the Melham Affinity Center. The program focuses on persons over the age of 55 who are feeling isolated and lonely, more irritable than usual, sad or tearful, or stressed about life situations. We believe that it takes strength to ask for help, and our philosophy is to provide quality services with dignity, respect, and confidentiality. Call 308-872-4100 extension 4280 to schedule your free assessment with our licensed mental health practitioner. Melham Affinity Center. Better together.
Taco Tuesday is calling.
Tuesday!
Get seasoned beef tacos for just 99 cents each every Taco Tuesday. Craver Savers.
Crunchy.
Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
It is 9:45, and I've turned the camera back on. Brent is not yawning. Thank you, Emily, for helping out. Thank you. And thank you, Liz Babcock, for coming out and announcing information on that great program that is going to help our kids out. We appreciate it very much. We have one more thing we want to tell you about, and it's about enjoying. Well, this is National Coffee Day, so jump right in.
Yeah, this is the perfect way to end the show in regards to National Coffee Day. Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts here in Broken Bow, and we want to remind you first off of their September drink specials that you can take advantage of here for the next couple of days before we're out of the month. For September, they are featuring the Cocoa Caramel Mocha, the Touchdown Latte, Cinnamon Mocha Frappe, Berry Mint Cream Soda, and Nuts and Berries Steamer. Those are their September featured drinks at Prairie Grounds. And we also want to make sure you are aware of when they're going to be open this week. They're open today until 2. They're open Thursday from 9:30 until 2, and then they'll be open on Friday from 8 until noon. So those are the hours that Prairie Grounds will be open for you. They do want to remind you that their inside dining is open again, and their lunch special is going to be a Sloppy Joe. Right. And so check it out, Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts right here in Broken Bow.
All right. Thank you so much, folks, for being patient with us this morning. As far as the video stream, thanks to Jeremy, that's up and going. So hello to Elizabeth, Rochelle, and Steve for checking in. Also Dan and some others that are scrolling across here that I don't see right now that I saw earlier. Thanks for checking us out, even though we got a late start on that. And by the way, when you talk to your friends and neighbors, you can tell them that the Breakfast Show is now, it's always been on Facebook Live, but it's now on
other platforms.
YouTube,
Twitter,
and some other platforms, and we're getting some reaction from that, folks who use those tools in their daily lives. Ah, gnat. There's a gnat over by Brent.
Flew over from your shirt. Well, I'm going to go out and buy a plant.
Oh, why don't you go get a plant?